Hey everyone, I'm Ben Greilanger. Thanks for watching this video about home buyer priority checklists and why they're super important if you're serious about buying a home. Before we get into that, if you like this video, please hit that like or subscribe button to get more videos about real estate and general Twin Cities real estate action. Yeah, I love getting feedback on which videos are resonating with everyone. So I appreciate that. Thanks for watching, and let's get into it. All right, so in this video, I'm going to talk about a home buyer priority checklist, and what that basically means for those that are serious about buying a home. What do I mean if you're serious about buying a home? You've probably reached out to a loan officer, a bank, credit union to kind of talk about numbers on what you can afford, in your general price range for what type of home you can buy. If you haven't done that, turn the video off, go do that if you want to be serious about buying a home. It's definitely one of the best first things you can do is just to start to know your numbers. I definitely have resources for that if you need. I'm great loan officers to talk to. No cost. You have everything to gain and nothing to lose by talking to a loan officer. So go out and do that if you're serious about buying a home. Okay, so assuming you have your pre-approval in place, you kind of know your numbers, price range, what you're hoping for. This is an exercise for you and your partner, if you're buying with a partner, to figure out, okay, what is truly important in the home that you're hoping to buy. So there's 5 key factors to prioritize when buying a home. First one, size and style. Second one, city or neighborhood that you want to buy in. Number 3, condition of the home. Number 4, the proximity of the home to things that are important to you. And 5, timing. How quickly do you need to buy a home? All right, so I'm going to get into a little bit more detail about what each one of these means. So those 5 elements are really important to think about because you want to try to focus on your top 2. What are those top 2 factors that are super important to you? You want to stay focused on those 2 and be willing to compromise on those other 3. So let's get into it. What do each one mean? All right, size and style. There's a bunch of different styles of homes out there. You got little rambler single family homes, townhomes, condos, split level, mid-century, Victorian. It's just like, oh man, there's so many styles of homes out there. So you want to kind of figure, okay, which ones are exciting for you to want to live in. Size is also really important. Do you need a certain square footage of your home? Do you need a certain number of bedrooms, bathrooms? Is a garage, attached garage, size of the garage, is that really important? Do you need that office space if you work from home? Those are really important things to think about when you think about size and style. Next one, city or neighborhood. This has to do with location. As they say in real estate, location is super important, and it can definitely affect the value of a home a lot. So is being in a certain city, suburb, a certain neighborhood within a city, are those really important factors for you and where you want to live? Where does that rank on that 1 through 5? Condition of the home. This is kind of self-explanatory, but basically, how much of a fixer-upper are you willing to take on? Are you willing to be okay with redoing some carpet and refinishing the floors and repainting? Or are you okay with a full gut job because you want to make it exactly what you want? Or does that sound really scary to you and you want to buy basically a completely remodeled home or even a brand new home because you don't want to deal with any sort of major rehab projects in a home? How important is that for you? Think about that. Number 4, proximity. And I phrase this like, how close do you want to be to certain things that you really enjoy? Or do you want to stay away from certain things that you don't like? On the positive side, like, do you want to be close to a park or a lake or a walkable shopping area, or just being able to get on the freeway quickly? Or do you want to be on the negative side? Do you want to be away from freeway noise, freeway traffic? Do you want to be away from, railroads or other, industrial type things that are, can become more of a burden as you live in a property longer? So that's really important to think about. Okay, what do you want to live near, and what do you not want to live near on the flip side? All right, and the last one is timing. So hopefully you're not rushing into this process and you have a little bit of time. Say you're on a lease, you're planning it out so you're not coming up on the end of your lease and rushing into needing to buy a home. But life happens, and sometimes you need to buy a home quickly. So everyone's situation is different, but timing can become a very important element if you're needing to buy a home ASAP. And if that's an important element, you need to make sure that you're being serious about it. So those 5 elements, think about, what are those top 2 elements? So it might be, timing. I need to buy a home in the next 3 months, and I want it to be in this certain neighborhood. Those are my top 2, and timing is definitely the number 1. Okay, so that means, those other elements, those other factors kind of fall by the wayside. So, you might be maxing out your budget because you need to buy a home quickly. That's why you don't want to rush into the process. Let's take another example. Say you want a home in good condition and in a size or in a mid-century rambler. So, location, city, neighborhood is up for grabs. So you might be hopping around to different parts of a metro area or a city or a town trying to find that mid-century style home. Size is important in style, and condition are important. So now you need to be open to location and your city and neighborhood and proximity to things, because those elements aren't those number 1 and 2. So you can just do this over and over again with different styles of homes and where they rank on your priority checklist. And it's really important to do this with your partner. Both of you do this priority checklist independently and then come back together and see where both of you factor in all these elements. Because it could either be a fight starter or it could be really clarifying about where each person lands, and it can really help clarify what types of homes you want to be in, because when you're working with your realtor or just shopping, it can be a really frustrating process if you don't have a guide of what types of homes you're looking for. Because at the end of the day, you want to spend more times in homes that you do like rather than homes that you don't like. And this is a great exercise to help figure that out. What are the homes that you will probably like versus what homes that don't have any chance for you? So yeah, be curious. Throw in the comments. What are your top 2? Yeah, for me personally, I've always bought fixer-uppers, so condition's never been an issue. It's usually always been city or neighborhood, as I didn't want to move very far away from where I was. I've bought several homes over the decade. So condition, so probably price, keeping that price in range, and then size, probably size and condition were my main factors of where I wanted that fixer-upper and I wanted a certain size of home. So I was willing to go in different locations for sure for that. So that's me. Everyone's different, so hope that helps, and we'll see you later.